Hello everyone. Hello. My colleague and I are here to make a bit of a plea before we kick off with this episode of Tools and Track. Viewing and subscriber counts are down, so before we get to the end of the video, at this point I'm going to ask you all to do the like bell and the subscribe thing, just to change it up a bit. Yeah, the mighty YouTube has suggested that you want to get your opening gambit in straight in at the start of the episode, so we've got to get the whole plea to help the channel grow in before the end when everyone turns off. So with that in mind, I think we'll have a new opening slogan as opposed to welcome back to Tools and Track. Let's go for let's make Tools and Track great again. Ooh, no. That's far too political. Let's wind that back a bit. Okay, how about let's go Tools and Track? That's also not going to work. All right, welcome back to Tools and Track. Let's finish a low cost. Yes, let's. Right, well, that horrible marketing business out the way, we can actually get into some tangible content now. So you'll notice that the car has been shifted out the way, and that was not just so I could sweep the floor, although it was definitely part of why I did it. No, today we are going to do the last bit of colour coordination, because as you probably guessed by now, this isn't getting left white, but it's also not getting the blanket black that everything has had as well. I'm wanting to break this up a bit because I think, yes, having this bit of black, a bit of carbon, some colour accents here might be nice. There's probably going to be quite a bit of black going on, and yes, black is a lovely colour, but we need to kind of break it up just a subtle amount. Also, as you probably note, this underneath here, or for those who haven't been cued in from the start, is brushed aluminium. The little bit of me is curious as to what brushed aluminium is going to look like here, but fundamentally I don't think it's going to look good. And also, take a leaf out of John DeLorean's book, it's not going to weather very well either. It'll be a constant battle keeping clean. You're going to see any kick up dents and dings a lot easier because it is shiny. So I don't think we're sticking with that. However, I also don't want to paint it because it's going to have the same problems with chips. Don't forget, whilst these are nice and handy stone guards, it's not going to prevent all of the debris getting into the car. Something that I can attest to, having had the shot on that auto test video of the other Locost. If you haven't watched it, you need to go and support the channel, not just your own viewing needs, which is why I'm going to wrap it. Now, I don't mean wrap it and give up. I mean this entire panel is going to get a wrap, as in vinyl. So that hopefully should help it weather a bit better. And if it doesn't, well, it's easy removed and we can deal with it again. Now, as luck would have it, this is near enough exactly 2 meters long and half a meter deep at its deepest point. Well, that's 2 meters by 1 meters, chopped straight down the middle. Neither of us have wrapped a car before.
No, I know absolutely nothing about car wrapping.
In my genius, I've bought 2 meters by 1 meter of wrap. And as you can see, it's matte black to offset the shiny black. So it's going to just, if it goes on, this will be well executed and look good. However, what day is it?
It's Monday. It's a Monday. It's not exactly a great Monday.
No, I mean, we've not had scintillating days up till this point. It's Monday, but I mean, yeah.
The first thing is, it's like, how do we chop this in half? That's even like...
See, the back of it's got grids on it, right? And you'd think the grids would probably be aligned. So if we measure the depth of this from here to here, considering that it's the right length, we just measure that and give us, what, a couple of inch each side for trimming?
It all sounds good. Like...
I mean, we could actually just leave it rolled up and can run an angle grinder right through it. That would cut it. Would that cut it?
I don't know. I don't know. What do they use? How do car wrappers?
A knife.
I'm assuming so.
Some form
I'm
of
assuming you
knife.
just trim it with a knife, and then I don't know. But how do you make it go on that surface
Nice and smooth.
without any bubbles? I don't know.
You've got to use soapy water with a squish, and then you
Right, well, you know more about
squeegee
wrapping
out.
than me, so that's great.
Well, I've
So,
seen it in videos, so yeah, but you squeegee out the water and then the glue tacks, then it's apparently great.
okay, right,
Or something.
okay. That's more than what I know about wrapping. So I haven't even wrapped like a trim.
Well,
Never
today
mind.
is the first day of the rest of your life. Let's learn something.
This can only go well.
Every little helps. Squeegee, lube. So we squish this, and then when you put it on, it means that the glue won't tack immediately, so you've got time to position it, and then you basically squeegee the water out, which gets rid of the water and gets the glue onto the panel, and then you're on for good.
Sounds great.
That's the principle. The practice is, we've got 2 meters of this and 1 go to get it right. That's a good start.
I think that's a really smart idea.
Yeah, we'll just skip that step.
Using like £2 worth of wrap to learn how to do
We'll
it.
just skip that step.
Sick, right, that's a good start.
That's going well for you. Right, okay, so let's just send it. Let's just send it, right? I can't even get it off without it bloody... I think the first bit's just the hardest bit, right? So once you get the first bit on, so no, come down, definitely down a bit, right? On.
I think we need more spray.
Yeah, probably. That's a good idea. More spray before we continue. It's kind of sticking.
What's that at the bottom? Is that a bubble?
Yeah, but we can go down with that.
Bubble.
There will be many bubbles because there's still water in you, mate. What we'll do with it. Right, this is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, this is the bit that I'm worried about. Bubble. Bubble.
Where?
Bubble. There's bubbles. I'm not just saying it because I like the word bubble.
Well, I'm starting to question that, all right? There's also a significant amount of water still in here.
Yeah, but we need to get the bubbles out before we go too far.
Yeah, I know, but we need to also get it all.
Bubble. Bubble.
Look, we can go up and down with the bubbles, right?
I know, but let's not leave bubbles in.
I think that's not the tactic, frankly.
Can you not see the bubbles?
No, I can see the bubbles. I'm just not getting concerned about the bubbles.
I'm worried about the bubbles.
I don't think we need to worry about the bubbles because they can go up and down and out.
No, but...
The bubbles are because there's still water under there. Look, there's still bubbles
I know,
here.
but we want all the bubbles out. Yeah, see?
Yeah, but they're still coming out.
Bubbles. Bubble.
Yes, but it comes out.
Bubble.
But it will come out. Look at how out it comes once you do the thing.
Wait, more spray. Bubble.
I'm telling Brian,
Because if you had a bubble,
you're giving me a bubble in
be
the
like
brain.
that. Oh, there's bubbles.
Right,
And then you'll be all
just
naked.
keep bloody going.
Bubble.
Right, just stop stressing
just-
about bubbles.
but there's some there.
Yeah, but we'll get all of this on and then we'll get all the bubbles out in one go, right?
Right, I need more spray.
Let me.
Bubble. There's a bubble.
I can see that. I understand
just
the
making
importance of. I get it. There's bubbles in places, right?
Bubble.
Right. Let's just finish this bit.
Bubble.
Right.
What? Bubble. There's a bubble. There's a bubble there. There you go. Look at that. Wrapped.
See, and you thought this would be difficult.
Bubble.
Where?
In there. It's not done yet. There's still potential.
It's mostly done. Right. Well, I mean, something like that is what I was going for. So, shiny black versus matte black. The colour offset impossible to make out because it's not daylight, but yeah. So initial thoughts and feedback on wrapping as follows. Sharp corners are a pain in the bloody arse. Get the bubbles out nice and sharp because they don't like to come out after a while. You can absolutely forget getting wrapped to seal over rivets. So we've had to kind of, yeah. It will not adhere over them. So right, that's a thing. Not to worry too much because most of this is literally going to be a shut line. These are going to need covers anyway because this thing's just not neat to that, so it will be covered. But yeah, I mean, the argument could still be made, was that less drama than just getting it painted? Jury's out. Anyway, one done, let's get the second one on. So if you ever wonder why some of these videos take ages to come out, we're going to take a brief interlude here because I need to deal with this. So we did paint the rear clamshell, but you'll note that there's this lovely orange peel over it. That is shiny because it's new paint, but that finish is just absolute garbage. So what's now going to follow is several days of me with wet and dry going until this looks flat. And then once it's flat, we'll get the orbital polisher out, get a bit of G3 and we'll put some shine back in it. Ideally, obviously, I want this to be really deep, nice shine, good reflection in it. You're never gonna get reflection with the orange peel. So let the misery begin. Well, it's smooth.
It's flat.
It's flat. We've been at this for many, many days now, but that's as good as I can be arsed getting it. Let's be honest, that's good enough. Right, so what's the plan here?
I'm going to polish it now.
We're going to polish it
Make
now.
it all shiny.
So Daniel is the polish master.
It's going to need quite a lot of polishing.
Well, let's see. So talk us through the process with this, because obviously that is 1500 grit to flatten.
Yeah, well, there's still some low spots in this, right? So we're gonna G3 it first and see if we can try and get the last of it out, because we tried. If we sand it anymore, it's going to go through. It's going to just. Go through.
We have. I mean, so like full disclosure here, I've been too enthusiastic with some of this, and we have. Yeah, we've taken paint off, but
yeah. So there is no room left.
The paint coming off, by the way, is because it wasn't exactly smooth by the time we were done. And
yeah, that was a high spot, was it not?
I think that's been a high spot. So like it's good enough, right? Let's just see what a polish does.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it with G3 first to see how it comes up. If it comes up flat, then we'll go with the next step and make it really shiny.
Right, show us this process. What have we got? Let me see the tools.
You need this.
So this is G3.
That's good stuff. That's most body shops, to be honest, will literally just over with that and be like, oh, that's it, done. There's like a whole collection of
finer and finer.
You can go finer and finer and finer until you're at the point it's like glass.
Let's go for that. No,
we're going to try. Yeah, we'll try that first. See how it goes back, and then we'll maybe run over it with a.
Yeah.
Like two stages. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a race car, isn't it?
Yes, it's a race car. He actually admitted it's a race car.
That is though, isn't it? It's like
he says he's not into them, but it's a race car. You've been a busy boy.
I gave it a wee polish.
I gave it a wee polish is an absolute understatement. Like, I did not expect it to look anywhere near as shiny as that. There are still bits of pop marks and stuff, but there's a finite amount of...
You need to remember, this is fiberglass, so it's like the surface finish before the paint went on was not fantastic.
Yeah,
so.
and you've got me to thank for that. But I mean, look, you can see things in it.
Yeah.
Can we see you in it?
You probably can. It's...
That's neaty. There you go. Do a wave. Wave to the camera. Tell the people what you told me earlier on.
No, well, it's shiny. I mean, in the nicest way possible. It's shiny until it goes in the gravel trap. Because if you're going to go around Knockhill and you're going to be pushing it, it's inevitable that you end up at some point taking a wee trip into the gravel.
Which is a very valid point, because I've always been like keen to maintain the point that this has to be functional over being really, really nice looking. But now I have both, thanks to Captain DA. So we've got one last thing to do. I did promise I'd deal with this exhaust to make the car run again before we walk away from it. So just to finish up, here's modifying an exhaust.
Yay!
Yay! At least it's not paint. Exhaust. What was it called at stage 1?
Well, isn't it? It's the first. This is the IVA exhaust, is it not?
This is like stage 3 of this bloody exhaust. The amount of mods I've had to do to it.
Well, this is IVA stage, isn't it? This is the get it on the road stage.
I had a bit of an epiphany with this a wee second ago, trying to like get finesse on it, and I was like, wait a minute, this just needs to go on a racetrack. So that goes on a racetrack. It doesn't really look neat, but let's just get this moving.
It'll also pass emissions because it's got a factory cap.
It'll pass emissions. I do need to go and look at the big blue book for the IVA and see if that protrusion is going to be acceptable, and it would need covered anyway. So it's good enough. It'll work, right? So we are now on episode 82. 82.
That's a lot of episodes.
So on episode 83, aka the next episode, I'm going to drive this.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're taking it out.
It should drive. It should, yeah.
I'm quite nervous, but yeah, we're going to get it around the block, going to fire it up, see if it goes left, right, up and down. So we need to finish loom.
Yes, that's
it.
All that's really stopping it from...
Everything in the middle, dashboard stuff, once that's done and buttoned down, nothing stops this moving. So in the next episode, make sure, like, bell, subscribe, all that chat. You owes it, because it drives next. If you want to go well done and buy us a coffee, patreon.com/toolsanddrack. And until next weekend.
I don't do it, you do it.
Drive safe.
Yeah, you need to. It's your thing.
It's fine.
That's your motto.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye. Bubble. Right, there's a bubble there.
I f***ing know that.
There is though.